Hi guys, just finished down at the gym with a nice intense cardio session, and just thought I'd come back and try out and have a go at a video. So I haven't done one before, so we'll have a crack and see what we can come up with. I just want to start out by saying that so far to date, which is what we're into our seventh week, 5 weeks to go after this one. Been sticking to the plan pretty much religiously and doing all the strength and cardio sessions that are required and sticking to the food plan really well. I'm proud to say that I haven't sort of deviated from that and really starting to see some good results. My starting weight was 85.5 kilos and now that's down to 77.3 this morning. So just over 8 kilos and starting to feel a lot stronger and healthier and finally got through all those stages of sore muscles and tiredness and still got them, but obviously it's becoming a little bit easier. I've got to say that at the start though, trying to eat all the food was a bit of a challenge. I felt like I was stuffing my face a bit, but now you tend to do this session and come home and you're hungry and you eat the food and you really feel your body absorb that and take all that in. I've cut the carbs out now overnight, so it's just carbs for brekkie and lunch. So that's all going really well. As I said, starting to feel really good and starting to see some results. Looking at a few of the other blogs, seeing some of the guys, abs are starting to poke out already, which is a fantastic thing. Credit to all you guys. I'm not quite there yet. I've had a fair bit of tummy fat to shift, so we'll keep plugging away. But I'm pretty confident that in the last couple of weeks things should finish off well. To date, my blogging started off pretty well, but I haven't blogged for over a week now, and I'm feeling like I'm sort of, letting things down a bit on that side of things. So we'll endeavour to try and blog a bit more regularly, as Fred suggests. I feel like if I don't have too much to say, it's a bit of a waste of time. But I guess if you're just putting things in there, even if it's small each day, I suppose it is, as he said, like a diary of what you're doing. And I guess if you leave that too long, you sort of think, well, gee, what did I do that week? But as I said, I will endeavour to try and blog more regularly. So starting out, I've got a trainer that's helping me. She's a lady I play basketball with on a Tuesday night, and we got together before the challenge and had lunch. And I said, "How do you feel about training me?" And she was excited about it. And so we got together, and she's been training with me on Monday and Saturday, and Tuesday and Thursday I train by myself. But what it did for me. Because I feel like I was quite unaccountable, from the health and exercise point of view before this. It just made me accountable to someone. And the fact that I've said, I'm going to do this, I felt like, well, I feel responsible now that I've got to do it. I've told her I'm going to do it. So that's really helped me, stick at it and keep going. Plus family and friends that I told early on in the piece, you also feel accountable and think, well, now I really need to keep going and see this through. I've got to say it's a credit to Fred and the team. It's a fantastic program. I've dieted in the past. I'm turning 46 this year, and leading up to my 40th birthday, I was about a similar weight of 83 or 4 kilos, and lost 10 kilos in the 6 weeks leading up to my 40th. It was a bit of a challenge that I set myself, but I never really had a program to sort of follow up after it, or I really just pretty much watched what I ate and lowered all my carb intake, of course, and I didn't eat a lot either, so I always felt like I was hungry, and it was a real challenge. And of course, once I reached that goal, I sort of fell back into some old habits. Where this is just, I haven't done a lot. I've never weight trained before, and I've got to say I've never done a lot of exercise in the past before. But the way this is set up, the way that you train, and I'm eating so much now, it's fantastic. I'm never hungry, and it's like you go to the gym, you burn it off, you come home, you eat again, and everything's clean, and your body feels so clean and healthy. It's hard training, of course. I'm doing the strength session 4 days a week, and the cardio, the other days, the Wednesday and the Friday. I've had the last couple of Sundays off, but prior to that I was doing cardio on Sunday as well. So your body's just burning that fuel that you're eating, and it's fantastic. The support's great. Not that I go on the forum a lot, but the times that I have been on there, I see that there's plenty of information, and if there's any questions you need answered, the ambassadors are straight onto it. So it's a great thing. It's a great community, and yeah, a credit to you all. So yeah, really looking forward to the next 5 weeks. Really going to push hard, and I've looking forward to the training program in the remaining 4 weeks. We've shifted things up a little bit. We've brought in some supersets and a thing called a giant, which I've never heard of before, which is like we do skull crushers and we jump off and do a weight down behind our neck, and then we jump down and do some dips. So we're really pushing it. Things are getting a bit harder, but as I said, as you start to feel stronger and your body starts to adapt to it all, we're able to push a bit harder and increase the weights each week. So that's encouraging. It's quite interesting. You start out, you're lifting a 10 kilo weight, and before you know it, you're sort of 15, 17.5, and you think, wow, I never ever thought I could even lift that off the ground, let alone above my head. So all good. Got a couple of young nephews who have just sort of come on board in the last week or two. One's 28 or 9 and one's 22. He trains with Geelong with footy at Geelong down there, so he's into some pretty intense programs and training schedules. So we're meeting tomorrow for what I believe is an outdoor intense cardio and